Looking good. Bonjour, mes amis. Meine Freunde. Hello, my friends. This is frENZOne of the Alliance for Loki. So tonight, I think I'm going to just be doing some arena and also some alliance quests, since that will be going on. Let me just find a link to the YouTube and drop it in my alliance chat, just so people know I'm going on. Let's see, let me just, yes, so I always have to go to my channel and go to the live stream and then copy the link. There must be a better way. I'll put up the music just a little. It's a little too quiet. Let's put the music a little bit. Good. Sounds better. Okay, there you go. Hello, Mino. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you this evening. I know you are. I need to figure out how to make people sponsors, or not sponsors, what do you call it, moderator, when they have the wrench. Let's turn down the music just a little bit. There you go, sounds better. Okay, so Alliance Quest should be starting soon, and that will be good. Day 3 is when it starts becoming a little more interesting. Day 2 was good, finished it well. I was using Blade, Ghost Rider, and Iceman today. I brought an Iceman specifically for Hyperion, just in case of an SB3. It's a Brawl Hyperion, so there's a lot of sort of waiting around while everyone has Brawl. And then also there's a Mephisto I want to hit for the Incinerate Immune. I lost Blade pretty early because I tried to take on that Juggernaut who had the double node of that crit me with your best shot. And so if you were on the stream last night, you saw that I fought him twice, and he has that weird mechanic where he heals, and so yeah, that was strange. And so every time I fought him, he would just heal up. Every time I crit, he'd go down and then heal. So I know better tonight. But I did the sort of, I don't know if you'd call it unethical trick of pausing and timing out. And so, okay, Alliance Quest has started. So I want to not show off our prestige since that's super top secret. So I'm just going to pause the screen, but I'll talk you through my choices. So let's see what's going on here. So I have to decide on what characters I'm taking in today. I can't decide between Void or Iceman. Iceman is pretty cool because he has that SP3, and he also is good against Incinerate, but maybe Void. You know, Void will be putting those debuffs on and stopping it, and he's also Incinerate immune. I wouldn't use Void all the time just because of the Alliance War, but yeah, let's try Void today. Just be a little different, see how he does against that Hyperion. Get a couple of those petrifies on, and that'll take care of the power gain. Okay, we'll see. So, okay, and I can get back to the screen. Let's see here. Okay, begin the quest. I'm actually just get inside the quest before I put the screen back on and make sure everything's safe. Okay, give away the secrets. Okay, here we are. Back to Alliance Quest. It's after wait till that ghost gets taken out before I can do anything, but I'm going to go down to Sandal. So when I was running paths with Corvus, I didn't mind going in and taking on sort of a block fights. Villains, that's really more interesting. I don't know. Void's a villain. That's great. Villains is really absolute power. Isn't Heimdall a... It's a strange. Heimdall is a hero, right? Take a look and see. I thought I had it adjusted right, but somehow it got up really high. Maybe when I did the transition back and forth. Still looks like it's a little high. Just tell me when you hear it now if it's better, or if you don't say anything, I'll assume it's better. Okay, back to this fight. So maybe we want to take this fight again before he gets unlinked. So am I missing something? So champion boost, okay, stronger. That's not great. It's got brawl, but I think I can handle that. Tyranny, villains gain absolute power, villains gain cruelty. Okay, let's do it. Good, I'm glad it's better. Let's try Void against Heimdall, all linked up. So he has the brawl, so I'm going to go in pretty quick. And after that, I'll just play around his brawl. Oh, yep, what do you know? He is absolutely power locked. That is fantastic. Because he is such a pain with his. Huh, so funny. This is where, like, whoops, unstoppable. Whoa, thank God he was paused. I mean, like, he took that one to the face. I really messed up. I love how you get these parries on the unstoppable. Get the SP1, get some more of these debuffs going. Oh, that's unstoppable. Oh man. Oh, that was so ugly. Get myself backed in the corner, not great. It's so funny how you can just parry the brawl at any time. No, unstoppable. There it is. So like in the corner here. Oh man, I thought I got the parry, but I didn't. Okay. Okay, that fight was not so good. I don't know. It just seemed, well, it was great that he never got any power. Just got myself against the wall too much and really was just struggling to stay out of danger. I don't know if I'd do that again. 150% chance sort of adds up. In this day 3, took a lot of damage, but oh, we'll see. Void basically has 3 fights. He has that one. Well, I didn't really expect him to have that one, but he was a villain. He has this one. Ah, villainy again. Oh man, I really want to go in. Got the oh, it's so hard to decide. The brawl is such an annoying node, but the villainy is really cool. That means, is he a hero? If Hyperion's a hero, it means he won't get any power. Okay, a no power Hyperion. What could be better? I guess we'll go in with Void because he has a villain, so he gets all those extra buffs. Okay, well, let's try it. So, it's really interesting that these extra nodes work in my favor. Yep, what do you know? Power locked. Not gonna forget about brawl this time. Okay, oh, I'll get it, yeah. Oh no. Oh no. Why I totally messed up. so bad. Oh no, I totally ate it. Oh no. Oh man, Dreamin'. How is the best player for Loki doing today? I would say not so good. I thought I could take this Hyperion linked. Well, I could, because he had what you call it, have this cool villainy link, which is so nice to fight against because he doesn't get any power, and that's like the biggest pain with this Hyperion on Brawl, is just, you know, getting the SP3'd. But man, it's fantastic. He doesn't have it. But unfortunately, yeah, I was just taking too much damage. I got hit a few times, which is let Blade finish him off. Hopefully a couple of bleeds is all it takes. Ha! Yeah, that's true. June 34. I deserve that after that performance. Okay, and there he goes. Man, yeah, I can't decide if that's a good strategy or not. That was horrible. Yep, it was. I should have easily taken him down. Okay, well, that's interesting to remember. So I can fight those first two nodes, and they get that linked villainy. So they get 150% extra, which is, you know, not so good. But since both of them are hero, Heimdall and Hyperion, that means they don't get the what is it? Don't get any power, which is amazing. So I think 150% is worth it for the fact they don't have any power. Should we keep on going? No, he's a villain, so it doesn't matter. So even if he has a villainy link, let's see, villainy link is true or false. No, Crim with his best shot. Okay, no, I'll definitely wait until he gets unlinked. But yeah, not so bad. I guess Void really isn't the right call. Like, I think, who would be a good villain? Who do I have as a champion? Oh, if Omega Red's a villain. Oh, let's take a look. Might be Omega Red tomorrow. That's pretty fun. Actually, I really like that. It's awesome that their linked nodes are so helpful. I mean, it just totally shut them down power-wise. Oh yeah, Ghost. That's true. Ghost would be the best, but Ghost is a villain. Oh my God, Ghost would be superstar of superstars. If only I could play her well, I would cruise through those. Let's take a look at Mr. Omega. I've been like itching to play with him anyway because I just ranked 5 of him. Info, attributes. Oh yeah, villain. Oh man, okay. Oh, now I'm really excited for tomorrow. I'm definitely going in with Omega. Put on the suicides and watch him tear through the those first two nodes. Okay. Well, yeah, it was pretty interesting. So what do we have to do tonight? I just gotta get around. Okay, I'll try not to. It's just Arena Dreamin', so unless they clear that link, but I'll wait either way. So in we go to some Arena. I'm just working on the Sinister. I think just getting the the 11 to 33%, 11 to 30% rank is my goal. So, you know, nothing too serious. Just get a drink of water real quick. Okay. Yeah, I'm just at the very tail end of this sickness, so I think I'm about to get much better. So we're still in the not Infinite Streak, but I guess the Thanos Kang matchups. So we use our best champs here for a while, get through this, and then off to the Infinite Streak. So I gotta get my 6 stars too. Okay, I think they're ready. So I think with all my 5 stars, if I do a full run and my 6 stars, that will get me about 3.5 million, which would be a good jump. And then what is tomorrow, Thursday? Yeah, I'll be able to get one more grind in. And then that should put me about this 6.57 million that I want in order to get that rank reward. Uh-oh, I just lost the reflector. Hang on, that happened to me last night too. Something about reflectors is not doing so well. I just quit. Just take me a minute to restart it, and I'm going to be right back. There it is, be right back. Okay, quit, restart. I wonder if I have too many windows open. I don't know, something's a little strange. That it has quit. I don't have that many open though. Maybe it's just just one of those programs that, I mean, streaming and all this stuff is going on at the same time, so, you know, who knows, it might just be a little much for the system to handle. Okay, I think it's back. Let's see if it's true. Okay, music's not too loud. And okay, I'm back in Arena. So sorry about that. I don't know why it's quitting on me. We'll see if it keeps on happening. If it does, then maybe I'll start looking at a new way of getting my screen onto the feed. You know, I saw there was I think QuickTime allows you to capture the screen, and I guess I'm not sure if you can do it real time or not. And so to live stream it, would it be possible? But I might look at that. I guess when I'm watching people like Brian and Seaton and others, they have it plugged directly into their computer with some type of cable. Not sure. I actually sort of don't want to do that just because I don't like messing around with cables. It's really nice, this reflector, that you don't, but it might be more stable connection, and it might not have the thing quit like mine. So Ghost Rider, boy, Ghost Rider put in big work for me today in an Alliance quest. So Blade on day 1 was the MVP. He just basically did almost all the fights. But when I had the Juggernaut problem, where I took him with the crit me with your best shot linked, and then that basically means meant I had to time out, just because I wasn't going to be able to defeat him and wait till I was unlinked. But my blade went down to 25%, and then I went on the degen path, and for some reason I thought I'd be able to heal up blade, but you know, the degen was eating way too much health, and so that was a big mistake. So my blade died pretty quickly because of that, and so then I basically just used Ghost Rider for the rest of the day. You know, I just had him against almost every champ on section 2 and section 3, and he did great. You know, there's a couple of fights where, you know, his damage just isn't that great, so he was a little bit hard pressed in a few of the fights to finish it, but I mean, it wasn't really that close. Though I can imagine on day 4 or 5, or maybe even today, that, you know, I'd be getting pretty close to the timer running out with Ghost Rider. He was a good character, but he doesn't hit particularly hard, so he's always a little challenging to play. Look at this, a new version of OBS is available. Okay, well, will remind me later, because I don't want to stop the stream right now. So yeah, it was pretty it's a pretty good day for Ghost Rider. You know, it's funny just because you know, I was so excited about all these new Suicide, like Corvus and Omega Red, you know, I was going to use for Alliance quests, but now I'm back to the same team I've always had. You know, Ghost Rider, Blade, and someone else. I mean, they're just really good Alliance quest. I have a lot of villains too. I mean, not those first two, those guys are heroes, but all the villains seem really good, because then Blade gets his danger sense and everything else, and yeah, it just tears through them. So no, it's a good team for the paths I'm on, and yeah, my goal is, of course, to go through Alliance quests without using any items. And so on week 1, I was fine on days 1, 2, and 3, and on days 4 and 5, I definitely used items. I would say I used 5 on both days. I think it was actually 5 and 4, but I can't quite remember. So it was Yeah, those days required a bit more items, a couple more deaths. Um, you know, the thing that Corvus is really cool with is that, at least with Corvus, if you die, I mean, you just bring back to health a little, and then his glaive charges keep him alive. And so, you really don't have to survive too long in a fight with Corvus, because if you can get to this SP2 with a few missions, then you are absolutely set. And yeah, I wonder how that node would affect Corvus, because he's neither a villain nor a hero. So does that mean he? I have to look at the node. Does that mean he doesn't get? Does he get some power, regular power, not the bonuses from being a villain? Have to go look. Oh man, this Iron Man's not hitting very hard. I'll bring him up to his SP3 just because. Yes, don't want to try baiting out his special. Iron Man, Infinity War is a fun character, but doesn't really hit that hard. I mean, definitely all about being a good defender. But yeah, I actually really like playing him. He was good in variant, like in the mutant tech path. I was using him a lot, and yeah, it's pretty fun as an attacker. He was more interesting to play with than I thought, and he also did really well. I mean, he has his specials are really cool, and then the way you can get the plasmas and stack all the well, I guess keep on refreshing, not stack. You can refresh them when you hit with your plasmas, so on the light attacks, and yeah, you can get them going, and they do a fair bit of damage. Today I had enough for a 5-star crystal, and I opened it, and I got a Juggernaut. So my Juggernaut is 40, and I also had the level up event going on, so just to get the 25 units, I leveled up. Who did I level up today? I had a bunch of 2-stars, so my Falcon was at rank 2, so I took my 2-star Falcon up to rank 3, maxed him out, and then I have Kingpin and Green Goblin, the 2-stars that I pulled from those romance crystals, so those guys are now also maximum level, so my 2-star roster is growing. And then I had Luke Cage I pulled from a 5-star who was new, so I just took him up to the first level. And then I thought about taking Captain America Infinity Warp to rank 4. I have plenty of resources to do it, and I probably need to spend some tier 4 basic. I have some of the overflow, but I couldn't quite do it yet. He's unawakened. I have a science gem. I would consider using a science gem on him, but I'd want to wait to the item event. Oh, you hate Dr. Octopus. Oh, so sad. I have him as a 6-star. I guess I don't mind him. I think he sort of has, with Power Gain. Oh, that you have to fight. And it's a sort of fight you have to have. Yeah, Power Gain is just always annoying. It's just, yeah, it's so easy to end up like putting him into an SP3. Dr. Octopus has sort of a nasty SP2 though. Just like when he throws the boulders, you can hardly see them. So I'm not sure if you have to dodge them, like do you wait till they almost hit you or not? But either way, maybe there's a couple of them. It's always strange when there's a couple of projectiles, like Archangel, I think is a classic example. Like with his SP1, he sort of throws that double projectile, and somehow times I feel like I can dodge it, and other times I can't. Yeah, we'll go look at it in a second, which path it was. Just finish up this round, and then we'll go back to Lion's Quest, see if our Dr. Octopus is still there. Yeah, there definitely are some mean paths in Alliance Quest. Oh yeah, I'm clear. Okay, just got the notice. Turn off notifications. Get these things out of the way. Notifications off. Okay. There you go. Y'all get to watch me do some more Alliance Quest. Extra bonus. Let's just finish these fights. And first let me give Nosibuku over to Art for telling me. The Carpenzo group is in action. That's the name of it's Cade, Pete, Art, and I. And we're on the lower right of Alliance Quest. And we go through it so quick when it starts. So nice. And then I think the left side, we were asking them what their name was, but they didn't respond yesterday. I guess I would call it Dreamin' plus others would be the left side. And honor their fearless leader. You're both on the Incinerate Past. Ghost, yeah. As Void. yeah, I thought Void would be alright, especially with power gain. But yeah, I just finished the arena fight. I'm gonna look at it. See, there's Omega Red, my newest 5-star. He's pretty cool. Such a suicide champ though. I feel like you sort of waste him if you don't use suicides. And I would love to actually turn the suicides back on for arena, just because you can see how slow it is without them. But with Ghost Rider and Blade, it just works so much better without suicides. I got Mist's Excursion up, so you know that really helps a lot. Okay, let's see what these paths look like. Let's see what this Incinerate path is, and do some fighting. Let me just thank Art real quick for playing me. Let's see Art. Okay. Into Alliance Quest. We go. And let's see, I think I have Venom up next. And sure enough, there's Mr. Venom. Let's see, Incinerate Path. Is that you right there, Dreamin'? Yep, there you are. Look at that. Oh man, that's a pretty sweet team. Ghost, Iceman, and Corvus. Talk about super Incinerate, super suicide friendly. That is cool. And the Incinerate Path, so let's see what your nodes look like. So you have Incinerate damage on the attacker. Actually, what's just the orange nodes? Doing 100% health over 30 seconds. Ability is 100%. So that means you go with, I guess you either go with Ghost because she just shrugs off the Incinerate immediately. Cornered, yeah, Cornered's always nasty, but yeah, I guess I would make Void tough hard because the Cornered, I mean, you automatically put on debuff, so he's all the time getting stronger. As Doc the same. Yep, Incinerate power gain. Okay. Okay, let's go deal with Mr. Venom here. It seems like a good time to pull out the blade. Let's see, so he's got the brawl, and yeah, that amnesia doesn't seem, I don't even understand what it does, but it doesn't seem like something to care about it. Okay. I got concentrate, it's not too terrible. No. Okay, so many buffs off. It's really hard to see the I really hate trying to did I get that off in time? Yep, okay, good. I hate trying to, oh man, that's too easy. Huh, that's pretty good. Blade took about 20 seconds to take down that Venom there, Dreamin'. Boy, it did take, I took a lot of damage blocking that SP2. I'm always nervous about Venom's SP2 just because I feel like I get clipped by it a lot. I feel like you need to do sort of like a quick double dash back. Hello, Mary. Good evening to you. Welcome. Now Angela's up. I guess there's no reason that Art would need to go against her. Oh man, Art's looking pretty good. It's pretty. Champion's looking all right. This might be a good Ghost Rider fight. So let's see. Okay, boy, we got a lot of brawl, recovery. Okay, not so bad. Definitely Ghost Rider. Get the class advantage. Oh, the skill has a class advantage. Maybe I should use Blade, but let's give Ghost Rider some work. See how he does on day 3. Okay, I'm just gonna bait her. Ooh, okay, so just looking at third attack there. On third special, please, while you're unstoppable. Okay. Oh, I missed it. Risk. Okay, well, that was okay. That's sort of like strange playing there, but it worked out somehow. Should stop again. Boy, she's like champ with so many buffs, I can't really see what's going on. That was perfect timing. Let's throw the old motorcycle. Just a little too soon to follow it up. Okay, there it is. Everyone's healthy except Enzo. Yeah, well, that void experiment was a little bit, well, it wasn't very good. But Ghost Rider's doing pretty well. That was a good fight for him. He cruised through that without any problem. Full health, I love that. Okay, well, that's all for Lance War. In 30 minutes, I can go against Nightcrawler, and yeah, then basically my night's almost over. I'll try to get to Juggernaut, but last night I went to bed before he was unlinked. That's why I tried to fight him link. So back to Arena and just do a little grinding. So not a bad start for day 3. Just, well, I guess I did get that void. It was void, but that was with an experiment with that villainy links. Yeah, the 150% boost, I don't know if it's quite worth the offset of having the boost with, you know, with the getting the villainy, the additional villainy, because, you know, the brawl with void, they're hitting pretty hard, and with brawl you sort of have to like play around a lot. What was the first fight I had? Heimdall got caught up against the corner, so I was just taking a lot of against the walls, taking a lot of block hits, and ate it. And then I guess Hyperion, I got clubbed a few times. So well, we'll try it tomorrow with the Mega Red. I've been wanting to bring in Mega Red anyway, so it'll be fun to see how he does. But then, you know, then Ghost Rider and Blade just dominate the path anyway. Let's see. I'll get my 6 stars in a second. I might as well go ahead and use the 6 stars now. Just get them. Run through all of them. Yeah, Brawl, boy, it just slows things down. But you know what I've discovered about Brawl, which has helped me a lot? It used to be when they went unstoppable, I was just like petrified to get anywhere near them. But now with when you both have unstoppable, it's really easy to parry them. I mean, you still take some block damage, but it's sort of a good way to just stall the match. And if you play it right, you parry them right before, you know, their unstoppable ends, and then you can just go in as they're still stunned. Like all these nodes, you know, you sort of learn how to play around them and deal with them. I guess it's a passive unstoppable, I think. If it wasn't, I would love to bring Captain America Infinity War in there. But as it is, maybe that new mechanic with She-Hulk and Spider-Gwen. Whoa, oh my god. $1,200 US on Mr. Sinister? Man, Hassan, I'm sorry. That's yeah, it's pretty amazing. I mean, even for 100 crystals, I mean, what's it like 0.4%? So even with $1,000 US, you actually have less than a 50% chance of getting him. I can't believe you didn't get him even as a 3-star. That's crazy. But if you want to spend more money, I would say wait until he's sub-featured next week, because it seems like the sub-feature is actually easier to pull than the feature. That's my unscientific guess, just from observations. But yeah, because I'm interested for the next champs. I wonder if it'd be Captain Marvel or Nick Fury. I have a Skill Awakening gem, and I could get them up to 4 stars. So my dream would be that Nick Fury is a cool champion, is a good defender, and it's high prestige, and that I bought 10 Future Grandmaster crystals and got him. And well, how about if we really want to dream, I got him and awakened him. And well, actually, no, that's too crazy. We'll just go with got him. But yeah, it'd be nice just to have another pretty good defender to play around with. And also, I'm going to start building towards another good prestige character. I think my next rank 5 is going to have to be someone in the 10.4 at absolute minimum. Really, 10.5 or 10.6. And keep on pushing up the prestige. I mean, it's just going to get more and more higher. We're sort of in the micro levels of prestige now, where everyone has, you know, 5 rank 5s, and then some of their low prestige. Probably more people have like 6, 7, 8 or so, or 9 even. And so you're starting to need to get worry about prestige. Let's see. No, I'll consider option. Maybe if I get him. Not sure who you're trying to get. I was sort of missed a champ. Oh, again, good chance. Yeah, who you're running that path with, Harry? I'm really curious now. So obviously Void, and then he's for the Incinerate. But yeah, if they have Corner too, that's a hard combination. I mean, Dreamin has a pretty sweet lineup. Is Corvus? I can't remember. Is Corvus? Is he Incinerate immune, or can you not use him there? I can look in a second when I start going through my champions. Oh yeah, alright. The 4 to 5 gym, is that if it's skill, then definitely. That's I'm amazed you've held on to that. You know, my theory is the use quickly theory. So Corvus isn't. That's too bad. So he does have a few weaknesses, Corvus. But let's see, Void, Iceman, and Blade. Yeah, so the 455 Iceman, he's so much fun to play with, but he just doesn't quite hit hard enough. But I assume Dreamin' though, you must have Suicides on with Ghost and Corvus, so that's the nice thing about Iceman. With Suicides, you can augment his bad damage with the Suicides, and then he's much more reasonable. So that's man, I really want a Suicide squad. I still want to have Omega, Corvus, and Iceman as my champions. Art has a super sweet setup. He has Corvus, Omega, and Darkhawk. I mean, that's another beautiful Suicide squad. And then the best thing is you're in an arena with Suicides, which is so nice. I almost have considered like just switching on Suicides for arena and then switching back off for Alliance Quest, but it's not so much the units, to be honest. It's more just the annoyance of having to recover the points and put them all back in. I mean, I guess actually it's probably a dumb thing to be annoyed about, because in the end, I think I could just go as quick. You know, I could probably, the time I would save having Suicides on in arena would offset the cost of having to, or the time having to switch them. But I'm also always worried about forgetting them. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've entered into like Alliance Quest with like Blade and also realized Suicides were on. I was like, I'm just watching my health drain, having to spend extra time like regenerating, and then also it's like a little dangerous when you're sort of having to play the regeneration game just because you have to stall the fight and you try to hold as long as you can before the enemy comes charging at you. So yeah, that's probably my biggest worry is forgetting to switch in and out of Suicides for fights, especially for Alliance War. I remember a few times, you know, having Suicides on and then marching into Alliance War with like Stark Spider-Man, and oh man, you just feel like an idiot as you watch the health drain from him, especially if it goes below 50% and you lose his cool signature ability. But yeah, you know, it's all part of the game, trying to figure out when to use masteries, when to change them. Again, I was talking the other day about, and then who was it? DT showed me that thing where it looks like they're trying to have like preset mastery, so you can just instantly switch back and forth really easily. Yeah, no, Mary, it's just yeah, it's just annoying. That's all I can say. It's not anything that's that hard, and it's not anything that's that difficult, but it's annoying. And then if you forget to turn them off when you're in something, then then your champs suffer. So, you know, the worst thing I remember too is like being in Alliance Quest with them on. Like sometimes I actually intentionally left them on, but then you have to be so careful. You know, especially, you know, I remember once with Blade reviving, thinking, you know, okay, well, I'll just use his regeneration to get him back up. So, you know, I used one of the small revives, it's like 1,000 points, which is, you know, 2% or 3%. And then the fight, you know, for some reason I just like clipped on a special, hit a special real quick, and then recoil totally killed me because I forgot about the 5%. So it's just things like that, you know, it just makes it hard. I mean, the sustainable champions and suicides don't go well together. Ghost Rider does alright because he has the bleed immune, but still feel like it doesn't work very well. I was going to look at something. What was I going to look at? Can't remember. I just said, oh yeah, let's look at the masteries just to see them. Let's see. So yeah, so the 23 points in masteries I have. So that is easily to flip back and forth between suicides. So I basically have, you know, 8 points in the sort of non-basic, you know, the 1 in courage, and then the deep wounds and despair and assassin, and then I can just take all those and put them right on the top tree for the recoil, last cannon, and the 3 in what's that the one called, liquid courage and double edge. I'm sort of debating this as a good move or not. Having the 5 in Mystic Dispersion, I figured since I was using Ghost Rider, someone yesterday said, oh man, they're so good, Mary, for Arena, so good. They just make every fight so easy and so quick. The 5, I do like having them though. I like being able to get to SP3 quickly with Ghost Rider, and just, yeah, it's nice having that. Defense, it's sort of questionable having the inequity and resonate. It really is because of void, and you know, I basically don't ever touch my defense and mastery, so I just leave these 20 points here, and it's more for void without a doubt. But yeah, I think it's worth it. I just, yeah, don't want to have to switch a lot. So basically, I'm just switching offense back and forth between suicides, and this is sort of like more of a Blade setup. And then if I really thought about it, and maybe I could basically take 8 points out of proficiency. I'd just run 3 in parry, 1 in limber, and then 1 in 3 just like there. So I'd get 8 points back. Not sure that 8 points is really worth it. Like, what would I do with 8 now? Maybe put 2 more in courage, and put despair, 2 more, so that's 4, and then max out assassin. And so, yeah, just beef up everything. And then if I went to suicides, yeah, I don't know, I'd have my 6, but then would be 831. So what would that give me? That'd give me 8. So I guess I could do, like, again, 1-5. I could get double deep wounds again. That's, I don't know, not sure if that's really useful or not. So that's another reason I like having the 5 points of Mystic Dispersion, because this way, if I am switching back and forth between suicides, dealing with 23 points is just better than dealing with 31 points, just that much quicker. So, good evening, Meister. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you again. I hope everything's going well. Hope you're having a good Alliance quest, and I guess we're gearing up for Alliance War. Does it start 28 February? 2 days. Is that the opening of, what are we on, Season 8? Yeah, Season 8. We'll see. I have a bold prediction that we will not go hard and yet still get Masters in 4 Loki. It's not really that bold prediction, but maybe just a prediction. You know, I also think too that how our war rating is so high. Let's take a look, just because we haven't been tanking at all. We've been trying to, but everyone keeps on giving us all these free shards. So let's take a look and see where 4 Loki is. See. to hero rating, strongest team. Let's go to alliance. War rating. Oh my god, we're number 3. Wow. Wow. Oh, nice, Meister. Yep, Hack 6 is gonna, I think, take some serious revives. Just knowing how difficult it's gonna be. I bet it's gonna be harder than variant. Maybe not a lot harder, but a step harder than variant. So yeah, I was definitely having to use a lot of revives in variant. So we're number 3 in war rating, which means that, you know, we'll go face a lot of hard matchups, which is okay. But I think what's going to happen is, you know, maybe the first half of war, we'll go like 2 and 4, say, for the first 6 matches. And so then that's going to drop our rating down. And I bet that's going to then influence. Go do Act 6 Live? Sure. I haven't really thought about that too much, but yeah, why not? You know, it is, well, I wasn't streaming when Variant came around, so I wish I'd done Variant live. My favorite discovery in Variant was there was some point where Golk was fighting one of the Ultron bosses in that crazy mechanic. With, like, I had the Heimdall mechanic, and I think if Heimdall's like resurrection and Face Me was active, you just everything healed up. So I felt like a superstar on that path. I kept on one-shotting the boss with my Golk. Other than that, though, I had some pretty bad paths. I would say there was several that, man, I just went through a lot of revives, like, you know, maybe like 15 revives on a path. But yeah, I think it'd be fun to do Act 6 live. I'm sure once it comes out, like the first day it comes out, there's always so many people live that I don't think I'd do it that day, but maybe, are you dreaming? Is that a question about who he is or a question about his mental state? The famous dreaming is amongst us, which is always an honor. Trying to think. It's still getting high. Okay, I don't want to stay on that comment, Barry, but I'm sort of like haven't paying attention to the chat. But lack of skill is something that's definitely affecting this game. I suffer from it often. Man, I hate when I play poorly in this game. Oh, I'm still getting hit. No, it makes sense. Okay, yeah, that's why I didn't make any hit. Yeah, exactly. You can get hit, Mary. It's all right. The key is lots of revives, and actually, what is the key? If you get hit a lot, the key is probably having a character like, that's another reason I want Captain America Infinity War. I mean, I definitely play a conservative style where, you know, I'd rather block as opposed to try to go for all these fancy intercepts and this and that. So, you know, it's always safest to, I feel like, to block than it is to try other things. But Heisenberg, great to have you in here tonight. Welcome to the stream. Happy day 3 to you. You can see Dream is here. You know, Heisenberg, I meant to tell you this when I saw you in the stream last night. So I was in J11. I had a friend in there. Yeah, of course. Also, now I've forgotten the name he went by. Oh, before he changed it. But then when we played J11, I think it was last season, you know, he was Heisenberg and he spelled his name all crazily. And so Brian on stream called him Fake Heisenberg, and then he texted me or PM'd me in line and said, "Oh, I'm so insulted." I mean, he was kidding. He's like, I was called the Fake Heisenberg. And so I told Brian, I was like, "Oh, you really insulted my friend." And then the next day, Brian apologized. I mean, it was all for fun. There's no real seriousness in there. But yeah, now that you're in 4 Loki 2, I can't wait to tell him that yeah, now that we actually have the real Heisenberg in here and that he wants his name back. He's really upset that you've stolen his name. Let's see where that goes. But he's a really cool guy. I wish I could remember his name before he turned it to Fake Heisenberg. but I believe he's free to play, and he was in J11 for a long time before I got in there, and so I think he's just one of the stalwarts of that alliance. They did really well last season. I was looking. I thought when I left, and not because of me, but right when I left, I can't remember if that was season. I think that was season 5, right before season 5, because I've been before Loki, season 5, 6, 7. Yeah, just a bunch of good players left, and I was like, uh-oh, that's the end of this alliance. Like everyone's going to abandon it, but no, they seem like they've been doing well still placing high in Masters. Oh, you're not free to play, Heisenberg? Well, join the crew. I mean, I feel like, you know, I get teased a lot for being a big whale, and I certainly am, but yeah, I'm watching a lot of people in For Loki spend pretty big, so it's yeah, it's alright. It's again, like everyone has a hobby. I'm sure if I was a golfer, I would be out spending big money on clubs and memberships and the fee to play and all those things. So, though it's hard to say. It's hard to say. Maybe this is cheap. Maybe this game is more expensive than golf. Okay, now I'm so confused. So, is Heisenberg free to play or not? It looks like he is free to play. So good, both Heisenbergs are free to play, both the fake one and the real one. Maybe that's a requirement of having the name Heisenberg. Think about Heisenberg. He was the uncertainty principle. Okay. Yep, you worked on me. I am so easily fooled though dreaming hits. It's not too hard. Anything you say, I would believe is true. Did he? Okay. Now I'm back to being confused again. So maybe Heisenberg is not free to play. Or maybe he is. But to open 40 and be free to play, that doesn't sound too likely. But maybe the 40 is not a true statement. Let's see, gotta get this match. Here I want CEO confirmed. Sounds great. But yes, whether this game's better than golf, I guess, is the question of the night. Is it cheaper? I bet it's cheaper than golf. I can imagine. Let's see, if I played golf 2 or 3 times, I see the nice, the OGW. The original whale. Yeah, I feel like the original whale's Jenser. It seems like he's been in this game for ever since I started playing. But well, I think Jenser's on another level. Like those guys in the old MMX. I mean, they were beyond whales. What's bigger, the Megalodon? They were the Megalodons, and then you have plenty of whales swimming around. Okay, yeah, I think so, Mary. It's hard to tell. No. Okay. More evidence of not being free to play. Yeah. Unless you did an amazing amount of grinding in a short amount of time, I would imagine that that you did not get them without paying for those units. Man, I'm so sad. Well. Okay, it's like a what do you call it? Bittersweet feeling, because you know I got that OGV for the 15,000 too, and you know I was like, oh man, this is so cool. And plus I had a Tech Awakening gem, so I felt like I was one of the few people in this game. I took him to rank 4. I had an OGV Awaken, and I had a lot of 6 stones too, and so it was sort of fun knowing that I was one of the few people in the game with an OGV and he was Awakened. And then that offer came out that was like so affordable. I mean, it was like one of the best offers ever in this game. And on top of that, not only could you get Vision, but you could Awaken him. And so then like everyone had Vision, because of course, why wouldn't you get one of the coolest champions in the game and be able to Awaken him? And so then I went from like, well, so one, I paid, you know, so much more for Vision than everyone else. And you know, I went from like being a person who had him Awakened, one of the few, to like everyone had him. So I no longer was special, which made me sad. But yep, that is That is the sad story of Enzo and Vision. I'm sure it'll go down as one of the great epic poems of modern. Yeah, boy. I really like Vision. I mean, in Alliance War, he just when you shut down an enemy's power like that, I mean, it just makes the battle so easy. It's like it's just a whole element of gameplay you don't have to worry about. And I always loved him, even when I had him as a 4-star. He was one of my first really fun 4-stars I played around a lot with, except it was the Age of Ultron. 6 million battle chips? Wow. Wow, Mary, I'm really impressed. I can't ever get more than, like, it's rare for me to get to 1 million, and you open them all up. Oh, nice, Heisenberg, use a generic. That is commitment. That is love right there. Definitely worth it. I used my generic on Void. How many generics have I had? Okay, I used 1 generic on Void, and I used my Labyrinth of Legend one on... boo, Dreamin'. That is a low blow. You tell him, Heisenberg. Yeah, I always do lose a character, though. I was a champion right at the very beginning. So yesterday, I lost Blade right at the beginning of section 2. But I can't really blame because I went into that Juggernaut fight just to see what happened with the double crit you with your best shot, and it turned out being okay. Yeah, not being able to donate. Yeah, that's big. Yeah, if I didn't have to donate, that's true. That's like, what did we donate? 83,000. So yeah. So if I took that out every month, I mean, yeah, that would be, what was that, almost 500,000? Is that right? Oh, I feel like my math is terrible. No, 1632. Yeah, like 320,000. I'd have extra every month. No, yeah, the donations basically just sort of keep me at even. I'm always around this mark, and every now and then, just to see if I can get a 6-star. 6-star. Oh, Manheart. Wow, 12.5. Oh my God. Hoarders. As I said, I'm not a hoarder. I'm a spender. So you know, I think I've been to 1 million a few times. I'm sure every time I've gotten to 1 million, I've been like, okay, time to open up 500K. Guess I don't really see the point in holding on to them. Get that 6-star, what you call 6-star Immortal Iron Fist. Yeah, I mean, I was shocked, Barry, by that deal. I mean, that deal was just really good. I mean, you know, to get a 5-star champion, the specific one, was it 10,000 units? I mean, you know, it's like a bargain in this game for such a good champion, and then to be able to awaken him. Yeah, no doubt. I mean, it's great advice. Again, I'm really amazed that a deal was so good. I mean, everyone loved it, but yeah, it's sort of funny how they've chosen that one character to be like the one you can buy. It's so random. I'm sort of surprised they haven't done that with other characters, but yeah, to have, I mean, it's the only time you can really get a specific character, like even with some of the 5-stars. Did you awaken him, Dreamin'? Yeah, that's nice. Spent 12K units for Runa. Yes, true. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah, I forgot, Heisenberg. You're the one who opened them all up and just got a Ronin. Oh yeah, no, that's really sad though. I mean, I do like Ronin, but not for 400 francs. But yeah, that's the way it goes. I mean, featured Grandmasters are so chancy. I sort of feel like with featured Grandmasters. Oh, you don't? Ah, Dreamin'. Ah, I can't believe it. Oh man, alright. I know, you are definitely hoarding all your resources. I mean, there has to be something you want to target, just because, I mean, if not, yeah, I don't know what good they do you. 16 5-stars. Oh wow, that's awesome, Mary. Yeah, it's a pretty good character to have awaken. I mean, the synthesis, I mean, it's such a powerful mastery. And even as long as you can get it up to, well, SIG 50 is sort of a minimum, because then it doesn't really add too much. But once I was at SIG 100, mine's at SIG 200 now, but SIG 100 was pretty good. You definitely were able to get a full bar power, I believe, off your first 5-hit combo, and that just started the whole fight for you on a good place. Let's not go with all mutants here. I'm very superstitious. I hate having all of the same class in my alliance work, in my arena teams. Yeah, the 6 will come, you know. It seems like you're just sort of playing slow and steady, which is probably the right way of playing this game. And yeah, I mean, they come in, which reminds me, I've got to do a little bit of work on my Guardian's use. Pretty close to the 4 Loki minimum, but not there quite yet. I need to, well, I like to be in the top 10 with those events, just because I think that's a reasonable effort. But I have a feeling with this Guardian one, I'm just going to barely sneak into the minimum. It's so, well, not the biggest tragedy in the world, but I don't have a 6-star Guardian, so I have to use a 5-star. And I think it's like a difference of, maybe you get like 3,000 with a 6-star and 3,500, or 2,500, 2,000 with the 5-star. So means every fight I'm losing on 500 points compared to if I had a 6-star. How are the 6-star Guardians? I guess is there Groot? I don't think he's there as a 6-star. It's definitely Drax, definitely Gamora. Oh, definitely Rocket. Maybe do I have Rocket as a 6-star? No, I don't think I do. I thought I saw. Oh, nice. Your first dupe was Star-Lord? That is pretty sweet. I got Star-Lord pretty early on duped because it was at the time when the pool was really small with 5 stars. Is he my first dupe though? I don't think so. I think I had someone else before him dupe, probably Yellow Jacket. I feel like I always dupe Yellow Jacket. He's my only duped 6-star. But yeah, I remember being so psyched to get Star-Lord duped, and then I started playing Labyrinth of Legend with him, and we did my first several runs with that Star-Lord. The problem with Star-Lord, which Star-Lord's a great character. Actually, I still have fun playing him today. He just is just solid. Just a damage dealer, and just build up those combos and just keep on maxing out your damage. I mean, it's sort of just a nice, simple, cool character. And boy, his SB2 is just ridiculous sometimes. Oh my god, Iceman. Wow, that's pretty nice. Iceman, I was saying about generic gens. So one went to Void. I can't remember. I remember having a mutant and a generic, and one went to Iceman and one went to Archangel, but I can't quite remember who got what. But I had just pooled both of them, and I just finished Labyrinth of Legends. No, that's not right. Maybe I just had done the first run. I can't remember. Somehow, maybe it was Act 4 or one of the Act 5s, and I got a generic from that. I think it was Act 5. Because I just finished Act 5, it's when I got the Collector. Because that's when I took Stark Spidey up to rank 5. But then I had that generic, and that's mutant one, and then I remember taking those 2 guys up. Yeah, no regrets. I don't think I have any regrets on any awakening except for the champion. And the champion, he was high prestige, so I thought, okay, well, let's get him and take him to rank 5. So I took him to rank 4, dumped in 136 stones. I feel like I complain about champion every stream. And then yeah, I just couldn't take him up to rank 5. I just didn't like him that much. I mean, and he did turn out to be quite a good defender, as I thought. Let's take some 4 stars, just play with them with the 6-star, and then I just don't like messing up my 5-star roster, so I always put in these 4 stars with my last 6-star. Oh no, did I lose it? I lost Reflector again. That's so annoying. Okay, sorry, let me just get the be right back screen, though. I'll still be here, and let me restart Reflector. Boy, that's the 2nd time. The 3rd time in 2 days after it seemed like it was working really well. It's not so great. Let's see. Okay, get reconnected all. Let's just go through all of this. I mean, luckily it's really quick to restart, but still shouldn't be quitting like this so much. It's sort of lame. Okay, I think it's back in action. Yep. Okay, back we go to the game. Yeah, that Darkhawk that what's his name has Art. Man, Art's a good player. I guess well, everyone in 4 Loki's a good player, maybe with the exception of myself, who just has luckily got in this before they realized. But yeah, it seems like Art has just been wrecking he wrecked the first mega boss the other day, and then maybe he did another mini boss. Yeah, it seems like he's got the right champions, but he must be just really good at fighting, because I think these are pretty tough fights. I need to go try one of the mega bosses. I don't have particularly good characters for it. Oh yeah, I know, we do. Yep. But hopefully they don't find out, or hopefully at least my prestige is good enough that I'm worth it for the prestige. But yeah. So I'm path 7 in Alliance War. You know, just get me on that easy path, so don't give a lot of deaths to the Alliance. I wonder what, yeah, Alliance War is gonna be so interesting. I hope I get to keep path 7. It sort of starts at a weird time. Like, I used to like it when it started because it started so late. You know, I could just do my 1 or 2 fights. You need your champs to stay away from Omega. Really? Oh, stay away from Omega. I thought you meant to bring him. Yeah, fine. I mean, and the one thing good about being in this alliance is, I mean, like everyone else is a boss killer between Cam and Art, and I don't know. Have you fought the boss yet, Dreamin'? It seems like people just wreck them. I mean, and so no need for me to exactly waste my champions and potentially item out against the boss. Who's the only one I fought? I fought just that Groot in week 1, the mini boss, and he was pretty easy. Though he took forever because I used Ghost Rider, who had that what is it? That class ascendancy mastery. Yeah, that's true. The robot's really nice, of course, because I guess it keeps the what you call it, deadly spores down. But yeah, it still seems like a hard fight to do. Regeneration, it must be really annoying. That's probably the reason I would most not want to go in and fight him. I'd be afraid I'd go in and fight him and just like play it all wrong, and he'd regenerate, you know, back to 100% health. Yeah, imagine how ridiculous that'd be if, you know, he's at 50% health and then someone went in and then he's regenerated to 100. I don't think that would get you very good alliance points or cool points or however we rate ourselves. Yeah, it's I guess he's Darkhawk is the absolute champion against him. Darkhawk. I was watching Seaton's like his map 7 stream. Who was he using? I think he used Sentinel too. He used Sentinel, and then maybe went in with Captain America Infinity War next. Oh no! Oh my god, okay, Enzo. We're going to go look. I'm not Enzo, I just called you my name. Dreamin'. We're going to go look and see. Who do you think? So he had 3 characters. He had Iceman, Ghost, and Corvus. And so one of them must be dead. I'm going to go with Ghost, because Ghost is the hardest to play. But let's see. Might as well peek it on AQ anyway and see what's going on. Continue. And yeah, it's gonna be Ghost. You got hit when you should have been phasing, or phasing when you should have been hitting, or yeah, Ghost, so hard to play. Gotta be an absolute master of this game to do well with Ghost. Oh, it's that time of day when the loading screens. Oh, and Dark Art. It's even worse. Oh, nice and pretty too. Okay, good. Into another battle you get to see, but first let's go check out and see what happened Dreamin'. Back out of this. Okay, let's see. Off to the incinerate path. Let's see what's going on. Okay, Dark Art is dead. Looks like someone's fighting. Is that Dreamin' fighting? In fight, yep, I caught it. Ghost, and Ghost is down. Guess we can up, but he just crushed Stark Spider-Man. Nicely done. But yeah, your Ghost suffered. Oh well. Yep, easy to have happen with Ghosts. Okay, let's fight this Nightcrawler. Another brawl, an annoying brawl, but we'll see how we do. I'm definitely going with Blade. Okay, sorry if I don't talk. I'm just gonna concentrate. Now hopefully everything loads. There it is. Okay. Oh yeah, okay. It's always so important to get that swashbuckle mode so quickly. Just gotta remember about the brawl. Okay, here comes a brawl. There's the parry off this unstoppable. Okay, it's going back unstoppable. I'll probably parry a little too quickly there. Okay, whew, I was afraid I didn't get the SB2 off in time. Very good. Get the special. And he's down. Whew, okay. Yeah, I always get it right off the bat, Mary. It seems like right if the fight starts, you just instantly swipe back. I feel like 90% of the time I can get the switch. And so you swipe back, he usually jumps back too. And then you just, yeah, of course, throw your light attack and hit the block. And so, yeah, it works. I feel like it works pretty well. Just doing it right at the start of the fight. Not always though. Sometimes it starts jumping around a lot, but then you just gotta sort of keep on choosing your times to swipe back and just see if you can get him. I feel like I've gotten pretty good about getting Nightcrawler into that mood, and yeah, it's a big help. It's a big help in fighting him. It can be so absolutely annoying without him. Okay, cruising right along. We got Cade and Peter. Look at us. There it is, the four me all hanging out together. What are we? The car, I forgot the name now. Carpenso, I'd say the Carpenso. Yeah, it seems like I always have Nightcrawlers. I had him in map 6, I got used to fighting him, and yeah, and just used to always appear in Alliance War, see how the left side's doing. This side's doing alright. Who you waiting on, Dreaming? You waiting on someone to unlinky there. Is that J-Rock? Yeah, I think it's J-Rock's path right there. So many links. Look at all these. It's just like link. Crazy. It's just, it's so annoying, the links, to be honest. It's so annoying. I feel lucky because I feel like, you know, like everyone at the beginning here in section 1 just goes so quick. It's really nice. And then section 2, where am I at? I'm on path. This is past like 5. It's this one here with Stark Spider-Man. That's my first battle, but you know, so that I wake up to. But usually Stark is free, and then usually Nightcrawler is free, and so I wake up, do those 2 fights, and then I clear this Punisher 2099. I think that's J-Rock, and then he does that fight, and then I can usually get Rogue and Miss Marvel as part of my path. And after that, I've run out of energy because I have just enough energy to get there, and then I watch other people pounce on Omega and take care of him. Yeah, so far day 3 is going on right. Should I take a look and see how everyone's doing? Let's do it. Enzo, 1, Dreamer. Yeah, Enzo and Dreaming are in the poor plane. Boy, look at Art. I love his team. Omega, Darkhawk, and Corvus. Oh, so sweet. Such a sweet team. And then Cade, he also has a nice Suicide Squad. Vision, Omega, and Corvus. Am I the only one not running Corvus? Nope. Panda Man Pete. Ah, Panda Man Pete. Also, should have used Ghost, Panda Man. Should have used Ghost. But yeah, his blade's not doing so well. Then there's another Corvi. That's a pretty cool Suicide team too. Oh man, Hyperion. I feel like Cam doesn't like Hyperion too much. Yeah, I know, Drew. I know. I've been dreaming, or you've been Enzo'd. I'm not sure which one is right. And then Dap. Yeah, Corvus. Man, it's like Team Corvus. Yeah, poor Pete. I feel like he's so amazing in war, but yeah, it seems like he always gives a death away in Alliance Quest. I guess he's just been too much on the Ghost. He can't remember how to play these other characters. Yep. So basically, it's Corvus all around. I don't know if I should go back to putting Corvus in. I guess I could have Blade, Ghost Rider, and Corvus, but again, without suicides, I don't know if Corvus is that good. I mean, he is still that good, but well. Okay, back to the grind. Well, so yeah, it's good. Day 3 is moving right along. See, I guess, yeah, I don't know how much more time I have in tonight. 22:33, still so early, but I'm tired. Need another 30 minutes of arena. Let's see if we can get through all my rank 3 5 stars. Actually, I doubt it. We got a lot. But yeah, I'm going to pick up magic. That is. Yeah, I got to keep that one team together. Yeah, I saw Brian's video about pulling Medusa. So now every time I play Medusa, I'm going to think about that. I mean, she is a pretty sweet character, but and I guess with his was Sig 200, I think, so maybe that means he gets that max Sig ability, which isn't bad. Chance for 6 stars out the Immortal Iron Fists. Maybe, I can't remember what the special 6-star character is out of those. Extra 275 shards. Almost, well, I'm getting close to another 6-star shards. I have 8,000. I'm not particularly happy about the new group that's been put in there. I sort of wish I had gotten one more chance at the old 6-star what do you call it, 6-star group of champions before the new ones that came in. I mean, none of the new champions really excite me too much. I mean, I guess I'd be pretty happy with a Sim Supreme. I think I would like. I already have him at rank 4. Omega Red, but I have Awakened at rank 5. Champion I would hate. Aegon, he'd be cool, but he's not awakened, and you know, Lord knows when I ever be awakened. So yeah, there's Emma. Emma would be pretty awesome. Actually, she doesn't really need her awakened ability, but I have her rank 4, so it's not like any of those new characters would give me anything new and exciting. The new group, Darkhawk's pretty cool, but I'd never spend 15,000 shards. It's just too much to get one of those, or it takes long enough to get 6 stars, and yeah, I mostly want them just to give me more arena points than I do like any real use. Really would like a 6-star Ghost. 6-star Ghost of Captain America Infinity War. Corvus Proxima are next. Duping my Domino, duping my Killmonger. I think those are sort of like the top choices. Yeah, even duping my Luke Cage would be pretty cool. He's just such a fun champion to play, and I love his Sig ability, getting that indestructible, so you can just tank specials. That's pretty nice. Oh, but yeah, we'll see. That'll probably be something I probably like awaken my Deadpool or something ridiculous like that instead, or get his Hulkbuster in there now. Oh my god, a 6-star Hulkbuster would be yeah, pretty miserable. But yeah, you'd still get good arena points, so you'd be alright. That is one of my favorite arena teams. Yeah, I think I call this team like really, really rotten. I mean, they're just so like, well, I guess Morningstar is pretty cool, but she fits in well with this team. Core, Champion, and Morningstar. They're just all sort of like beasts of, I don't know, not quite how to describe them. Snarly, I think would be the word. Oh, sort of snarly. Okay, not bad. Class advantages. Yeah, I have a Electro on my route, on one of my paths. He's on my day 3 path. Luckily, Blade does really well against him, so I do this. Just try to bleed him a lot and get my Blade up to 4 health by bleeding and parrying him and just holding block. And then he either throws a heavy or just hits my block. But usually I can get myself up to 71% health, and I'm not there yet. Bleed him, you know, launch a heavy, and just keep on taking down slowly. Iron Man Infinity War. Yeah, boy, when he first came out, he was a difficult fight, but now I don't find him too bad. I see him a lot on Path on Node 38 in War, which is the aggression armor, which means I basically use nothing but heavies. So, you know, I mean, talk about lots of blocking. So I just start off that fight, I just go right into block and just wait for him to throw his heavies, and I counter with my heavy. And that's seems to be, it's a fine strategy. I mean, take a lot of black damage. And then, of course, since I'm running the OGV, he gets, you know, he has that synergy with Void. Allows Void to start the fight against Avengers with Fear the Void. There it is. Almost dodged it. Just talking about this guy's SP2 a while ago, about Dr. Ross SP2. Yeah, so then he has Fear the Void up, which is great, because then you know, you start the fight with that. That procs the debuffs pretty quick. I think it expands up with your with a high sig level. And of course, mine's a sig 200, so yeah, it's not too bad. It's basically just a slow fight. You just wait till he heavy him back, and continue that until he dies. But yeah, the learning how to quickly counter his heavy is the key with Army of Infinity War. I find, you know, that's what I would spend most of my dueling on. I mean, when he doesn't have many armors up, of course, you can go in and fight him. Yeah, you just can bait out the heavy and then actually do like a 5-hit combo, but just depending on how conservative I want to play, sometimes I'll just heavy them back. Or you could also special one the special one the heavy. Oh, that unstoppable, wasn't really paying attention. Yeah, so he's a good defender without a doubt. And then he gets really annoying once he starts building up all of his power, which gets up under 15%. You know, then it's just like, you just gotta be really careful about that SP1, because even if you're like holding block, which usually keeps characters from throwing their SP1, he will, and it's unblockable. So it's an easy way to get sliced with those big swords of his if you're not careful. Yeah, it's one of those ones where you're worth using dual credits. Trying to think, I need to really use some dual credits on. No battery. That might be another reason that stream will end. I need to start dueling. Who do I need to duel a lot? Thing, yes. I think the big ones are Havoc and Dr. Sinister right now, aka Dreamin', just to really work on dodging their specials. Yeah, I played them, of course, in the Uncollected, but I can say that the first special of Dr. Sinister I was getting pretty good at. The second one, I don't know if you can dodge it. It sounded like a big beam, sort of like a Darkhawk beam. I just remember blocking all the time, but boy, was I taking a lot of that block damage. And Havoc, I played it so few times. I mean, just the times in Uncollected, and I can't really remember. I remember he had that like 3 hits special one, and just gotta sort of dodge it at regular intervals. That just takes some time to get the timing down. Yeah, the heavies. That's where it's at with what's his name, with Iron Man Infinity War. You just gotta learn how to deal with those. And once you do, then he's a pretty manageable fight. You just gotta be really quick. He throws, it's like a 3-part heavy. It's that first heavy, the first hit in the heavy. You just gotta jump back and then get your heavy off before he finishes it. So it's a pretty quick time, and you can't wait too long. But once you get it down, then it just becomes natural. See here, speaking of Sim Supreme, I don't know if I was speaking about him or not, but here's like the age-old question: do you? Yeah, thing, me too. But so far, he doesn't really appear on my path in Alliance Force, so I haven't had to worry about him too much. But one day he will, I'm sure, and I better. He's the type of character. It's just the thing that gets me is that even if you hit into the block, he gains one of those rock charges, and then of course when he gains 15, he goes unstoppable and just wrecks you. So it's more like, for me, it's awareness and just making sure that I'm keeping a good track of his rock charges. And I think if I do that, I'm fine against fighting him. But I do need to practice just to make sure that I'm alert on those. Okay, so I could have Emma against Kingpin, class advantage, and then lose it with Sim and Void. Or I could do this and have No class advantage or disadvantage, but I think we'll go with the class advantage. Get MS Big SP2. Let's see if we can get that against Kingpin. It's always fun times when that thing goes. I really like her SP2 just because of the amount of damage it does. I need to get some parries though. Oh, or I need to get hit. Now I'm in telepathic form. Oh man, boy. This fight not going well. Oh man. And then I missed the parry. Now I have my SP2, but not a single charge. So you can get one charge, a couple of charges. It's not going to do any damage. Okay, well let's just do it just to get up and went to the SP3. Well, that's some bad fighting. It's always bad news when you go in with a plan and nothing works of your plan. Man, what a cool SP3 though. She is pretty awesome. Now, the computer has inverted controls. I wonder if that hurts the computer at all. Or super loud. It would be funny if they started like charging into you like you do when you get inverted controls. Yep, Emma's alright. She almost was my rank 5. She was number 3. Behind Cap and Omega Red. Good prestige. She would be the best prestige champ of the 3. But I just wanted a character with some sustainability, suicide friendly. And that's why I went with Omega. Yeah, this Dr. Voodoo. He would be a cool rank 5. I've always liked him. He just has a nice play style, and I think his mechanic where he puts the poisons on is just really quite cool. And he has the of course the power drain too. You know, the power drain champs are always like the OGV and Magic are always pretty effective champions in this game. Hello Void. Yeah, I don't miss having to fight the Void in an Alliance quest. When I went against those mini bosses, yeah, I would say my percentage wasn't very good. Probably 50% that I would actually beat them. It always was. It was always just so iffy dealing with the 10 hits to purify the debuffs. You know, just another thing you had to pay attention, which I often didn't pay attention to. And then the unblockable at the last 25%, so you'd have to like try to make sure he's always in. As you entered the 25%, it's like right about now, you have to always make sure he was in that special range, just so you could dodge a special and punish that. But yeah, with Blade I was pretty good. I mean, just because he had Danger Sense and Bleed and all those things, and so yeah, that was 50%. I'd say successful Blade, maybe a little better. When I tried other characters, not so much. I think I tried like Iceman or Stark maybe, or who's the other character? Ghost Rider. They never seemed to work that well. Mostly because it just made the fight so long, and once it became unblockable. The nice thing about Blade was you could get him down to 25%, and then, you know, you're really just like an SP2 away, or a couple more from being able to totally kill him. Here's my big boy lineup. Okay, my goal now is just to get through the rest of my 4 stars. So I got 1, 2, 3 more rounds, and then that'll be it for the night. I run out of battery anyway on this thing. Oh yeah, I love when I have Sentinel having a mutant. Just is such a good champion against mutants with his the way his analysis charges crank up. Let's try Kingpin. So I like playing Kingpin because he has that unstoppable in the heavy. So if you can get someone against the wall, I'll try to do it. I mean, then they're just at your mercy. You just belly bust them, or belly bump them. It's unstoppable. It's pretty cool. I don't know if it'd work like some of the Alliance quests where the champions are such high level that, you know, if they gain a hit on you, they could probably do too much damage to make it really effective. Okay, let's see if we can get a nice stun lock here. Oops, I forgot about it. Oh, and then I just took a shot to the stomach. It didn't matter. Here's my first rank 4-5 star in action. Hulk, still a classic. I remember I was running map 5 and I had him on the poison land. Oh, he just dominated. Rank 4 Hulk on map 5. It was just like a cruise. It was yeah, it's like the perfect character for that lane. Oh, forgot about the what you call it. Oh, now I'm getting wrecked. Now I'm getting parried. All just a little bit. Now those just charges. It's actually a plan. Not really. Again, more blocking. Okay, I know he doesn't take a damage from Incinerate, but maybe just the damage would kill him. Not quite, but the end of Iceman. Yep, Sentinel. Yeah, Sentinel's pretty awesome. He definitely would be in consideration. Him and Darkhawk. Problem is Darkhawk, I'd have to use my generic gem on him to awaken him. But Sentinel I could see. Great prestige, you know, he's really good in Alliance Quest, Alliance War Defender, you know. So he sort of has it all. 3 things in the game. Okay, let's see if we can get against the wall. And oops. Sometimes you can punish the SP1, but not always. Didn't try this time. Okay, now let's see if we can use this strategy. Okay, let's knock him back, and then heavy. Yep, see, isn't that nice? Heavy. Oh, see, great. Heavy. Oh, even though he's throwing special, didn't matter. Heavy. Isn't that hilarious? The belly bump attack. It just, yeah. It is the hidden secret of Kingpin. Just makes him so strong. It doesn't matter if they're throwing specials or anything. It's just unstoppable. He just like walks right through them. Again, I don't think you would do very well against a higher level character, just because you still would be taking damage from the specials, even if it wouldn't like be able to continue comboing on you. But great fun for Arena. Okay, let's just make this the last fight tonight. I'm ready to be done. Oh no, I actually got 2 more. Gotta use the ghost. Yeah, I like this team. This Hyperion, Star-Lord, Rogue, 3 champs I really like. Rogue is sort of my secret crush. She's such a cool champ. I would like to rank 5 her. Good prestige. Doesn't hit very hard, of course, is a big problem, but oh yeah, I got class advantage all around too. Good sign right there. But yeah, her power drain and her heal, and both things I love. It's like the 2 things I love about characters. They can power drain, they can heal. She has them both. I love her quick shrug off debuffs. I mean, that's pretty cool. Yeah, there's a lot to like about her. Let's go. Should I go to the power drain? No, we got to finish him off pretty quick. So I'm going to look for an SP1. And that do it. Yep, there it is. Yeah, she tricks you because you like when you use her in arena a lot of times she's like, oh man, she's a strong champion, but yeah, she just doesn't hit it hard enough, which is unfortunate. But because if she thinks she hit the 2 things I think that would be good buffs for her. One is to hit just a little harder, maybe gain a fury, that might be good. And the other one is I love the way she steals buffs on opponents, but it just doesn't last long enough. I mean, it's cool that you have to keep on being in contact with them to continue them, which is that's a really interesting feature of the game. But they're so quick, so I can't remember. Maybe they last like 2 seconds. I think if they lasted 4 seconds, that ability, I think that'd be awesome. I mean, just a little longer. That way, you know, you can step out and wait and get a parry, and you know, don't have to be like instantly attacking and only have a split second to continue to attacks to hold on to that. But it's fun. I love like stealing another character's regeneration or their power gain and then just like sitting on it. So it's a really cool design, but just needs to be longer. So maybe if Kabam is watching or listening to this, please make that ability longer. And I think I would consider taking a rank 5. Okay, 1 more round, because then tomorrow, yeah, I'm 3.5, so if I put another 3 million with 6 stars and all those, I should be able to get the rank rewards I want. Okay, here comes Ghost. For a while I was using Ghost a lot in Alliance quests, or not Alliance quests, and just quests, so I got reasonable. 2 out of 10 on the Dreaming scale, but now I'm probably back to 1 out of 10, just because I haven't used her so much. I'm going to get a class advantage there with Spider-Man. but I'll try to play her right. The thing is, if I stopped sort of playing her correctly, and so I just play her like an arena champ, just went in there and mash the buttons to try to get them down. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, not quick enough. Okay, no, so good. 4-hit combo. Yeah, it is. 3, 4. Back you go. See, I sort of tried to wait out his whole special. And that's the problem with Ghost. Just like I'm never quite sure when I can wait it out or not. Oh, I was go through my SP2. Didn't need to. Yeah, I felt alright. It's not so great, but aside from eating the 1/3 hit of the special, I'd say it's reasonable attempt. I guess even when you're phasing, you can still dash back and not use your phase, so I guess that's what I should sort of be most aware of when I'm trying to get some power off special misses. Just know that you can usually miss the first 1 or 2, but then you have to duck back for the 3rd one. Just finish this up. Magneto is ranked up with a 4 to 5 gem. And that's that. And the SP2 is pretty nice. So Magneto. Oh, now I got one more fight. Forgot about Spider-Man. OG Spider-Man. He's been in the game for a long time. I can't wait for the Spider-Gwen buff to be alive. Especially, boy, if she has that ability against Unstoppable. Can rank 5 a character now. Have enough. No, I mean rank 4. I mean I could rank 4 her or She-Hulk and take them in and see how they do against Brawl. Maybe they're the secret cheats to being successful on that. Okay, there it is. That's the end of my arena for the night. 22:54. It's gonna be an early night to bed. I'll just do 1 or 2 moves on Alliance Quest and call it night. Well, thank you everyone for watching. Always nice to have the crew here to help me get through my grind. And so I wish you all bonsoir, guten Abend, or good night. This is Enzo Eigen of the Alliance for Loki. Goodbye everyone.